These are the most extreme diets K-pop idols did to lose weight quickly. The diets I'm about to mention are extremely unhealthy, so please do not follow any of these diets because they can lead to serious health complications. I don't endorse these diets, and instead I want to warn you against them. One meal for 10 whole days. Now this led to rapid weight loss, but it also led to him fainting during rehearsals. Next is Momo from Twice during her pre-debut period. She said that she didn't eat for an entire week and only ate one ice cube during the entire period. And she was scared one ice cube would make her gain weight.
네.
그리고 고구마?
고구마,
네.
프로틴, 단백질 음료.
이걸 이제 한 끼에 이렇게
아침, 점심, 저녁으로.
Diets to show the intense measures K-pop idols go through to maintain their image.
There are two kinds of idols in the K-pop industry. The ones who lose weight because they want to feel confident. They control their diet, they work out, and they genuinely feel better in their skin. And then there are the ones who lose weight because the industry demands it. They crash diet, they skip meals, and they smile through the pain because looking perfect is part of the job. Both might look flawless on camera, but only one of them is actually okay. Let's start by understanding what's actually happening behind the scenes. The difference between healthy weight management and dangerous extremes. Healthy weight loss is intentional. Dangerous weight loss is desperate. Let me explain. Let's take a look at what happened to BTS Jungkook recently. In late 2024, fans noticed something alarming during his live broadcasts. Within just 1 month, his face had visibly changed. His cheeks looked hollowed out. His jawline appeared sharper. His entire face structure seemed different. Netizens immediately started speculating. Was it weight loss? Was it a surgical procedure like buccal fat removal? What made someone who already looked perfectly healthy feel the need to change? And then Jungkook himself addressed it during a live stream. He revealed that he had intentionally lost weight for his Calvin Klein photo shoot. He dropped from 76 kilograms during military service to around 68 to 69 kilograms. That's about 15 pounds lost in a very short period. But here's what's truly heartbreaking. Even after losing all that weight, Jungkook said he wasn't satisfied. He looked at the photos from his shoot and thought he still had too much fat on his face. Think about that for a second. One of the most successful, admired idols in the world, someone millions of people consider the standard of attractiveness, looked at himself and saw imperfection. That's not vanity. That's not perfectionism. That's body dysmorphia created by an industry that refuses to let anyone just exist as they are. But Jungkook isn't an isolated case. This is systemic. Let's look at the patterns. Twice's Momo once revealed one of the most disturbing diet stories in K-pop history. She was told to lose 7 kilograms in just 7 days. Let me repeat that. 15 pounds in 1 week. That's not a diet. That's medical danger. To achieve this impossible target, Momo ate nothing but ice cubes while spending hours at the gym. She later confessed that she was genuinely afraid she wouldn't wake up when she went to sleep because her body was so depleted. She was worried that ice cubes, frozen water, would make her gain weight. This isn't dieting. This is survival mode under the guise of beauty standards. Or let's take a look at former Sistar member Soyu. She openly shared her extreme weight management tactics on YouTube. To maintain a weight of 49 kilograms, which is about 108 pounds, she follows a dangerously restrictive routine. 1 sweet potato for breakfast, a protein shake for lunch, and minimal dinner. But here's what makes this even more disturbing. Soyu was praised for her discipline. Fans admired her dedication. People tried to replicate her diet. The industry rewarded her for slowly destroying her body's natural rhythm. And when your starvation becomes aspirational content, that's when you know the system is broken. That is the power of normalized extremes. When dangerous behavior is rebranded as dedication, people stop seeing the harm. They start seeing it as the price of success. But you might be thinking, okay, these are extreme cases. Surely most idols are fine, right? Let me show you just how common this actually is. IU's diet became one of the most famous and widely imitated eating plans in K-pop culture. An apple for breakfast, 2 sweet potatoes for lunch, a protein drink for dinner. That's it. That's the entire day's food intake. Search IU Diet Challenge on YouTube and you'll find thousands of people, mostly young girls, proudly documenting their attempts to replicate this. The diet works, obviously, because it's starvation with a PR team. You're consuming maybe 500 to 600 calories a day while your body needs at least least 1,200 just to function. Of course, you'll lose weight. You'll also lose your energy, your focus, your immune system, and potentially your period. Former after-school member Becca confirmed exactly this. She revealed that during her time as an idol, her extreme dieting caused her to stop menstruating entirely. Her body literally shut down reproductive functions because it was in survival mode. This is the reality behind the flawless Instagram photos and the perfect stage performances. This is what the industry considers acceptable sacrifice. And here's what makes K-pop beauty standards even more insidious than other industries. In Hollywood, in modeling, in Western pop, yes, there's pressure. Yes, there are unrealistic standards. But in K-pop, the control is different. It's institutional. It's systematic. It's part of the contract. Trainees are weighed regularly. Companies monitor their food intake. Some agencies reportedly control portion sizes in company cafeterias. Idols have spoken about being told their debut would be delayed if they didn't lose weight. Their screen time would be reduced. Their solo opportunities would disappear. Think about what that does to someone psychologically. You're not just dealing with social pressure or personal insecurity. You're dealing with the very real threat that your career, the thing you've trained for since childhood, the thing you've sacrificed your entire adolescence for, could be taken away because you weigh 5 pounds more than someone decided you should. That's not beauty culture. That's coercive control. But of course, this isn't just about individual companies being cruel. This is about what fans demand, what the industry rewards, and what Korean beauty culture has normalized as the baseline. When 49 kilograms is considered heavy, when visible collarbones are a compliment, when idols are praised for their discipline rather than questioned about their health. Obviously, I'm not saying every idol is suffering. I'm not saying fans are villains for appreciating aesthetics. The point is that the system, the entire ecosystem, is designed in a way that makes extreme weight loss almost inevitable. And when the system is broken, individual willpower becomes irrelevant. So what can we actually do about this? Because awareness without action is just performative empathy. First, we need to change how we talk about idols' bodies. Stop praising extreme weight loss. Stop commenting "you lost weight" as if it's automatically a compliment. Stop asking for diet tips when someone clearly looks unwell. Your words, even well-intentioned ones, reinforce the idea that thinness equals success. When you see an idol who's clearly struggling, don't flood their comments with "eat more" or "you're too skinny." That doesn't help. It just adds to the noise of people constantly monitoring their body. Instead, focus your engagement on their talent, their artistry, their work. Let them know they're valued for what they create, not how they look. Second, stop glorifying extreme diets. When idols share their restrictive eating habits, don't treat it as aspirational content. Don't make "I did the IU diet for a week" challenge videos. Don't romanticize the suffering, because every time someone turns an idol's eating disorder into a trendy lifestyle challenge, you're telling the industry that this behavior sells. Third, support idols and groups who push back against these standards. When an idol talks openly about eating well, celebrate that. When someone shows up with a healthier body, don't speculate about weight gain. When agencies promote more diverse body types, reward them with your attention and your money. The industry responds to what gets engagement. If healthy idols get the same love as underweight idols, companies will notice. And if you're someone who's been influenced by these beauty standards yourself, if you've tried these diets, if you've compared yourself to idols, if you've ever felt like you're not thin enough, please hear this. Your body is not a project. It's not something that needs to be fixed or controlled or punished into submission. The same industry that makes idols feel inadequate is making you feel inadequate too. And neither of you deserve that. I know it's hard. I know Korean beauty standards feel inescapable when you're immersed in K-pop culture. But your worth is not determined by whether you can fit into the same jeans as your bias. Your value is not measured in kilograms or dress sizes or how closely you resemble someone on a magazine cover. The K-pop industry will not change overnight, but culture shifts one conversation at a time. And every time we choose to praise health over thinness, talent over appearance, sustainability over extremes, we're contributing to that shift. Jungkook, Momo, Soyu, IU, they're not weak for struggling with these standards. They're human beings trapped in a system that profits from their insecurity. The least we can do is stop feeding that system with our complicity. Change starts with awareness, but it continues with action. Stop participating in diet culture. Stop praising dangerous weight loss. Start celebrating idols for their artistry, not their aesthetics. And remember, the bodies you see on screen are not the bodies you should aspire to replicate. They're the result of institutional pressure, not personal choice. That's it for today. I hope this video made you think differently about what we normalize in K-pop culture. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And remember, you don't need to shrink yourself to take up space in this world. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay aware.